All right, we're gonna do a little something different today, a little crazy. So I'm gonna go for a run today, but I got some new shoes. Let me show them to you. All right, so I've got these Barefoot shoes that I got from Xero, Xero. The reason I'm trying these out is I've been doing more or less barefoot style running, minimalist running for the last 6 or 8 years, but never quite to this extreme where it's just kind of a layer of rubber that might be a quarter of an inch at best covering the bottom of my feet. So this is about as minimal as I'm gonna go without taking them off. But I wanted to try them out because I saw, I want to say it's Steven Sashin and his wife, Lena Phoenix. I saw them on Shark Tank, and I also heard them on How I Built This, a great podcast, which I've really enjoyed. So I'm like, I got to try them out. So let me just kind of give you a quick look at them. As you can see, they're pretty thin, very simple straps. All right, let's see how they go. So I normally run maybe, like I would normally run 5 miles today on a trail. With these, I'm gonna go a little easy. I'm gonna start and maybe do a mile on a soft surface. Done a bunch of stretching. So for me, I've got to stretch if I'm gonna do this kind of running because it really seems to wear a little bit more on my calves. So let's just see how this goes. Be back in a minute. All right, 1 mile in. It's a little weird running with these things, passing people, and they're looking at your feet like, what are you doing? But really enjoying them so far. Feel great. My feet feel great. I'm trying to be on a soft surface, avoiding the rocks a lot more than I normally would with just regular, trail shoes. I've found that my feet want to grip the sandal like you would a flip-flop, but then after about a mile, I think my feet just got used to the fact that, hey, they're not going anywhere, they're staying on my feet, and I can run with more confidence. I'm kind of doing more like tiptoe running when I come to rocky, rooty areas. High knees are important if you've done any kind of barefoot type running, especially on the trail. Keep your knees high. So far so good. Let's keep going. All right, so decided to go 6 miles. I was feeling so good, but I want to talk about barefoot first. If you're going to go barefoot, pick your trail wisely. So I chose a fairly soft, pine-covered trail. There are some rocky garden areas that kind of beat up your feet. So for me, until I really get used to the rocks and pebbles, I'd really rather not do that. So I'm going to use more traditional trail shoes for rocky trails. But for a pine covered trail, great. Number 2, the strap that goes between your toe and your big toe and the second toe. I was expecting to get more blistering or chafing. Actually, they feel really good. So it's probably a great choice of material. Also, I found myself adjusting the sandals as I went. So looking for a perfect balance between, if it's too tight, the strap is probably gonna rub between my toes there too much. If it's too loose, then it's moving around and you're not gonna feel the stability. I would also say for barefoot running in general, I have far fewer twisted ankles because my feet are feeling the ground more and my body reacts faster to an imbalance or something sticking up out of the ground that might trip me up or give me a sprained ankle, twist my ankle. And then lastly, the whole reason I got into barefoot running in the first place was I read Born to Run, just like the guys at Xero Shoes did, and decided to try minimal running. So at the time, this is 10, 12 years ago, I would run on a weekend, say 15 miles. in traditional shoes. I'd come home and spend an hour with ice on my knees and ankles. Hips would be sore, knees would be sore, ankles would be sore. As soon as I changed to barefoot running and got used to it, I was able to run whatever, 10 or 12 miles, no pain in the knees, no pain in the hips, no pain in the ankles. And I still feel that way, and it's been great. So, yowzer. All right, that's what we look like after the run. So I guess in summary, I would say go carefully into barefoot running. Start slow. I've been doing it for 10 or 12 years in barefoot running style, but not necessarily barefoot running thin bottom sandals like this. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video of a great barefoot running video that I saw several years ago about a technique, and it really helped me adapt well and quickly. But barefoot running, how hard can it be? Give it a try.